I overcome doubt within seconds because I know that the frequency of doubt is going to block the frequency of my manifestations. And if you have even the slightest bit of doubt, it could be affecting your financial, health, and relationship manifestations. So I'm going to go over exactly what doubt is, what self-doubt is, how it's blocking your manifestations, and how the real goal is self-realization. I've been studying spirituality, yoga, manifestation for the past 5 years, and it has absolutely transformed my life. I've learned some freaky ass skills, controlling myself in cold temperatures, moving to a penthouse in Chicago. This was my view from my bedroom, and dancing for the Detroit Pistons, blowing up on TikTok, to moving to my dream city, San Diego. And fortunately, by the grace of God, I've also been able to help people with removing their pain and bending their reality. Well, I'm not doing anything. I just teach them how they can remove the pain themselves and bend reality themselves. And so, let's get right into it. What is doubt? I want to go over what doubt even is. Doubt is an entity. It is a spiritual entity. Okay? Now, what do I mean by spiritual? I basically just mean emotion, right? Because in our spirit, see, we have our body, but our spirit is the thing that is feeling emotions, right? Our body feels sensations of touch and stuff, but our spirit is what feels these electrical impulses that come from the ether, right? And the entity that we call doubt is the seesaw game, right? It's simply a seesaw game of can I, not even can I, am I, or am I not? Am I truly this person? Am I truly not? Do I truly want to pursue this passion, this vision, this dream, this goal? Is it truly authentic to me, or is it not? Now, this creates this vicious cycle, right? Of positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And in a very weird and twisted way, your nervous system, so your brain is also nervous, part of the nervous system. In a very weird and twisted way, this up and down, am I not pattern trickles in negative emotions, negative chemicals, right? Like I said, it's an emotion, and this emotion releases cortisol and adrenaline. Because let's say you need to get this job, but you're not really getting that job, and no one's really responding. It starts releasing this tension, and this tension, in a very, very twisted way, gives us pleasure. Because it's a cycle. It's a game. We're going back and forth of, is it possible? Am I deserving? Am I not deserving? Well, maybe I'm not deserving because so and so and such and such. But then again, maybe I do think it's possible. This back and forth takes up the mind space. And when it takes up the mind space, how can there be room for what you actually want? So let's say what you actually want is a star. But the star can't enter your mind, your nervous system, because this seesaw game of doubt is too busy inside the vessel of the mind. Now, this mental activity, right? This mental activity, any kind of mental activity, when we engage in it, releases emotion, which releases a chemical, and even if it's negative, it still gives us pleasure. And that's why so many people will stay doubtful, will allow doubt to creep in at the most wrong times and seize them of their ability to act, ability to perform. Now, let's go a bit deeper into the nervous system part, right? So what this ruckus does, right? This knot, right? Oh yeah, and in my coaching session, right? Every time inside your vessel, whenever you say, is it okay? Is it not okay? Is it okay? Is it not okay? And every time you say not, it's not okay, you are telling your body that it is okay to create a knot. Get it? Get it? Because what we want to be is empty. We want to be an empty vessel, void, zero state, Shiva, so that we can get all the riches of the world. Right? And this, oh, I'm not okay. Am I okay? Maybe things are not going to work out. And this knot is just going to create even more knots in your nervous system. Now, like I said, going deeper into the nervous system part, there are two types of nervous system modes, right? We'll call it sympathetic and parasympathetic. This is rest and relax, and sympathetic is fight or flight. With so much knot, it creates stress in the mind. Stress in the mind creates oxidative stress. Oxidative stress creates inflammation. Your intestines, your body, it's just constantly inflamed. And based on your genes, inflammation tells the genes that the body's in danger. If the body's in danger, it has to pump out the negative genes, right? You could have the genes for clear skin, but for whatever reason you start breaking out. You could have the genes to have beautiful, luscious hair, but your genes could have the sign to start balding or white hair, right? Let's say two people have the same level of inflammation and stress. One person could have some gut issues, while another person could have skin rashes, okay? If you keep that long enough, it leads to dis-ease. What is dis-ease? It is the disability to be easy, right? While the state of parasympathetic is to be at ease. And when you're at ease, you heal, you grow, you shine, you expand, right? Just like how the universe is expanding, so do you. But every time you say, oh no, it's not okay, I'm not okay, am I really that person? It just, this seesaw game takes up your mental, emotional, and physical space. As I said, that it creates real symptoms. And so, how do you actually get to a place of self-conviction? Before we get into self-conviction, let's go a little bit into self-doubt, right? Self-doubt. I just explained what is doubt, right? It's an entity. An entity is basically a electromagnetic being. It's a literal vibe that is living, that is taking a hold of so many people's mind. And actually, let's go back up a little. And this world that we live in, it is so supportive of comparison, right? Because comparison is the ability to put something higher than yourself. Therefore, because something is much higher than you, you are much lower, which creates a doubt, which creates, oh, I'm a bitch to authority. This is not really sustainable. And I get all my information from Sanatana Dharma. And Sanatana Dharma, in the most practical sense, is the ability to make sustainable decisions. And if we are constantly making comparisons, then we are constantly playing the game of seesaw and making us feel stressed, making us feel negative, making us question our identity, which is caused by putting things above us and beyond us. And of course, the schooling system has taught us to be employees rather than be our own bosses and be our own authority. And so, therefore, self doubt comes in the form of questioning identity. Who am I really? Now, some identities have been given to us. For example, I am the child of my parents and I have the obligation to take care of them. And sometimes there will be this doubt of like, oh, will I have enough financial stability to take care of them? Right? I am also a servant of society. Right? That has been given to me. Oh, will I always be a good person or am I doing evil and bad to the world? That doubt also can come in, but those are just natural God-given identities. But then there are identities in which society puts onto you, or parents put onto you, or some weird ideology has put onto you for you to reach, even though you might not fully want it. For example, I am working with a lawyer. She never wanted to be a lawyer. She only became a lawyer because her mom wanted to be a lawyer. And for the past 3 to 4 years, it has been eating her inside, causing her stress, needing stimulants to get through the day because she is not in alignment with her dharmic identity. Dharma means her natural way of being, right? If you ask me, nobody gave me the identity to be a dancer. It has come from within. No one can take it from me. I am not validating society. I'm not trying to get validation from society. I am doing it for myself. And so, on the contrary, I thought I needed to get a supply chain management degree from Michigan State University to live a stable and happy life. And while I am grateful for that knowledge and experience and it fed me for so many years, I had the self-doubt of like, is this who I really am? Is this what my heart is actually beating for? Which created self-doubt. Because, dude, I don't really know if this role and our identity has roles, right? Now, I said I have the role of a dancer, an employee, and a son to my parents. Now, this was given to me by nature. This was given to me by society. This was given to me by my heart. This one will always prevail. This one will always prevail. This one is what's causing the self-doubt. Because is it truly aligning with nature and my heart? Are you aligning with your heart? Are you aligning with your nature? Because if you're not, and you're just following some other ideology and narrative that you have to be someone in order to achieve something, it might help, it might appease society, but it will never appease you, thus causing this loop of self-doubt. Now, let's move on to a deeper question. What even is the self? What is the self? Because we might think We want manifestations, we want all these things because it will make us happy. It will give us satisfaction. It will give us true fulfillment. What really gives us fulfillment is self-realization. And in short, you gotta really pay attention here, because all of this is gonna affect how you manifest what you want, right? You are the thing that is observing your roles, and your roles is observing your mind, and your mind is observing the 3D world. And so, at any given moment, you can ask, what is the thing that is observing everything else? Because your roles change, your ideas and thoughts and amount of data that you consume and spit out change. The world is also constantly changing. But ever since you were a kid, there has been one thing that has stayed the same. What is that thing, bro? What is the thing that is observing reality itself? It has been there since you were born. Dare I say, it has been there since the beginning of time. And so, if we take our efforts into, instead of desiring material, and then we switch that to realizing the spiritual, you know what's going to happen? You observe the thing that is observing. You observe the thing that is observing, and you become absolutely clear and come face to face with the truth. Because when you look deep enough via sadhana, I'm going to tell you, oh, how do I observe the thing that is observing? I'll tell you. You come face to face with the void. And then that's where you have a very, very difficult and scary option of facing the truth. Because when you look at yourself in the true, most pure consciousness form of yourself, you have the choice to accept or deny, and then just dilly-dally back into another role. You're like, oh, no, I am a male, I am a female, I am an employee, I am this, I am that, I am a six-figure earner interested in technology and business. Or you come face to face with the abyss again and again and again and again. And instead of turning back to a temporary role, because we have many roles and they're all temporary, they all evolve, they're all changing. Instead of looking back at that, when you develop the patience to look back into the abyss and look straight into its eye, you realize what you truly are. And what you truly are Shivo Hum. Hum means I am. Shiva means that which is not. I am that which is not. So let's say this is emptiness, the void, darkness, complete nothingness, pure consciousness. I am that which is not, that is observing everything that which is. And everything that which is, I like to call Shakti. And this is Shiva. You are not the object in your life. You are not your body, you are not your thoughts, you are not your mind, you are not your emotions. You are the field of consciousness that is experiencing your body, mind, emotions, things, ideologies, people, relationships, events, happenings. And when both combine, you have an experience called samadhi. And samadhi is the destination you reach when you practice yoga, breathwork, meditation in that order to get a glimpse of totality. And so, to what degree are you willing to give up all the things that are, and to experience that which is not? And the best way to do this is do nothing. That is meditation. You sit and you do nothing, observe your breath, let all these thoughts of like, what do I want? Who am I? Because desires come from identity, right? Desires come from identity. You want to sit and drop all identities, which drops all desires, and each one of these slowly disappears so you can come face to face with the void. And that's when it clicks that reality is happening within consciousness. Consciousness is not happening within reality. Reality is a byproduct of consciousness. Your manifestations, your happiness, your things that you want, the electrical emotions of joy and depression and sadness, all of that is happening in the field of nothingness. The Big Bang is Shakti. What preceded the Big Bang is Shiva, nothingness. And there are pockets of nothingness everywhere. We just have to let go of identity and mental seesawing to enter that realization. Because once you enter that realization, you have a nuclear reaction of gratitude plus love, which sends you straight into the rest and relax mode, which then puts you into the mode of self-conviction, which then the universe reads as, oh, this guy's not playing seesaw. He knows he's at the top. He knows that he is the source of everything. I guess I have to match that frequency and give him every manifestation. Because let's be honest, you don't want the manifestation, right? You don't want the thing, right? Because things are just the materialization of frequency. And what greater frequency is there than the God realization frequency? It's the same. So instead of matching the frequency of the manifestation, which you can do, you might as well reach the manifestation of self-realization, which gives self-conviction, which gives the frequency of I have it all. And therefore, your vessel is so empty because you have it all, you understand it all, you have that frequency of I am nothingness. Shakti, the divine feminine, will give you everything. And that is the secret to reality. And of course, doubt will always come in. Doubt will always come in and be like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? Am I this? Am I that? Am I not this? Am I not that? Is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Is it this? Is it not gonna happen? And then you're just gonna be tired, bro. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna be depressed, it's gonna create stress, so on and so forth. So if there's one thing to take away from this, doubt is seesaw. Doubt is a mental masturbation of engaging in ideas and thoughts because this world supports comparison via YouTube, Instagram, all these social media outlets, even movies, actors, politics, status. Okay? This am I or am I not creates knots, because you're constantly allowing the thought process to say, oh, things might not be okay, which puts you into the fight or flight mode, which leads to stress, inflammation, and eventually disease. But we want to enter rest and relax and to be at ease so that we can heal and so that universe can give us everything we've ever wanted. And so to go a little deeper, from doubt to self-doubt, is your identity. We have many, many different roles, but some roles are from within, some roles are from outside. What roles is your heart beating for? Once that is set in place, you want to go even a bit deeper and ask, what is the observer in me? What even is that? Because that observer also wants you to play your true role. And once you do, and once you start experiencing the abyss and you don't default back into the old pattern of, oh, I'm an employee, I'm a business owner, I'm just a performer, and I need to make results. You give everything up. Give up all identities. So you observe the thing that is observing, and you can literally feel the sensation of Shivoham, and drop all your desires, therefore dropping all your identities, which leaves you with gratitude and love, which leaves you with total surrender, putting you in rest and relax mode, giving you self-conviction of what the self even is, therefore making it easier to lean into the roles that you truly want to be in, and maintaining that frequency long enough so that the universe matches, and so that Shakti, the divine feminine, gives it to you all. Always remember, man, you are God. Shivoham. Because from this realization, I have absolutely transformed my mental health, physical health, relationship health. And I'm just truly bubbling with joy. Like a little kid. Children are God. You are a child. Don't forget. All the knots that came in between turned you into an adult. Always remember. Always, always, always remember. You are emptiness. You are the crystal. You are the diamond. You are God. Peace.